Hi guys, Shauna from Unleash Your Soul. Today I'm taking a few minutes to share some of my key self-care things that I do when I'm up leveling, when I'm going through the muck, when I need a lift and shift, when I'm detoxy energetically, when I've done a lot of clearing, when I've done a lot of emotional work, when I have a lot of transition happening. These are the things that I do for myself that work repeatedly well and that I'm recommending to clients for many years that have helped them. And I know that I can rely on them for me and that my clients have found that they can rely on them for them. So what are they? The first one, the reason we're in this room is baths. Now, here's our bath. I just wanted to take a minute. I know everybody loves to see how other people live. This is our new bath area that we have with our new home that we bought here in Kauai, and the view. Unfortunately, when you're in the bathtub, you don't seem to be able to see all this magical stuff. But that's okay. It's probably the most amazing bathtub view I've ever had, next to maybe looking at the open ocean. I don't know. So, why baths? Baths submerge you in the energy of whatever you're in. So, optimally, bathing in the ocean, a clean ocean or stream, would be the most optimal. The ocean is very vibrationally healing. It's got all the salts in it that help cleanse and clear your field. And in places like this in Kauai, where the energy frequency is on the land, and right now it's winter, so the moms with their babies are all here, and it's like a nursery energy. There's such a loving, healing, nurturing vibration that's moving through the water right now. So when you bathe in the ocean water, you're bathing in those energetic frequencies. So if you can get into the ocean, that's optimal. If you can't get in the ocean, a clear, clean stream, or what most of us need to do, I even do here on island. I can't get into the ocean every day because of, many reasons. So I get in the bathtub. That's what I do. So what kind of bath? Epsom salt or magnesium flakes, and I'll talk about why magnesium, and salt, either Himalayan salt or evaporated sea salt. Okay, these two things are pivotal in shifting the frequency of your energy field. So salt, it uses crystalline energy to cleanse and clear and purify your field. Magnesium, the reason you need it is because when you're going through a lot, when you're in the throes of healing, transformation, upgrading, processing a lot of emotions, processing a lot of energy downloads, processing change, you use a lot more magnesium. As a nurse, the medical community is clueless about how pivotal a role magnesium plays in the human vibrational energy system. Magnesium is used in way more processes than modern medicine is even aware of. So you use up more magnesium. So you can eat it. And by the way, potatoes have a lot of magnesium in them. I think spinach has a lot of magnesium and potassium. Potatoes are high in potassium and magnesium. But taking a bath and submerging your body helps cleanse and clear your field, and magnesium is more easily and readily absorbed through the skin. That's why you'll see like lotions, magnesium lotions out there, because your skin is the biggest organ in your body, literally. It is the largest organ in your body, and you absorb things through your skin all the time, and you also release things through your skin. Magnesium gets in your system more easily through your skin than your digestive tract. Your digestive tract, often you're not able to absorb it unless it's with other things like calcium and so forth. That's why some people get diarrhea, right? Because if you get constipated, you know you can take magnesium and you'll be able to go to the bathroom. You also know that if you're not constipated and you take too much magnesium, you can end up actually doing too much and going to the bathroom. Diarrhea. Diarrhea. So magnesium, pivotal, important molecule to get in your body, and the best way is to get it through your skin, and why not do it in a bath? And if you're going to get in the bath with salt and magnesium, dunk your head. Now, we are big thinker, lots going on in our head, lots of thinking, lots of processing through the mental plane, soaking your head under the water, getting underneath there. Sometimes I'll like go under and I'll shake my head. Sometimes I'll soak with just my nose and my mouth above the water. You want to get your entire aura and energy field covered for as much as possible to cleanse and clear your field. And trust me, you'll get into the ocean or the bath feeling one way, and you'll get out feeling completely different. And that's why you do it, right? So that's the first thing to do. The second thing to do is breathe. When we're stressed, when we're under transformation, when we're going through stuff, we tend to hold our breath and breathe shallow. Breath is life. And I cannot overestimate the importance of conscious breathing and the power of breath work. Anybody who's done breath work will tell you how powerful it is. You can actually create a high vibrational hallucinogenic effect by hyperventilating. So it is a very powerful tool for cleansing and clearing stuck energy. So if you're stressed, if you're overwhelmed, if you're processing a lot and you need another tool, go breathe. Stop, breathe in. The circular breathing is one of the most powerful ones that I've used, which is you breathe into the count of 8, hold 4 seconds, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,004. Release out your mouth to the count of 8, 6, 7, 8. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. That creates a circular breathing. Why? It calms the nervous system. When you take a deep breath consciously and you hold it, it gets the attention of your subconscious mind and your nervous system, and it says you're safe. You're not going to hold your breath when you're not safe. And that deep breath stimulates the vagus nerve that runs through the center of your body, and it says, calm down. Take it easy. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system. So circular breathing into the count of 8, hold for 4, out your mouth, 8, pause for 4, rinse, repeat, is the second thing that you can do, the most powerful thing you can do to help when you're triggered, when you're in fight or flight energetic response, when you're processing a lot of energy. We get it stuck down in our body and we don't have an outlet, and the breath purges it for you, okay? Anybody who's in the medical community will tell you that there's toxins in your system that you breathe out in form of CO2. So there's many reasons to breathe, okay? It will shift your actual pH in your body by breathing. The third thing that you can do to support yourself is use flower essences. So I'm going to run over and I'm going to get my number one flower essence that I have in my purse at all times. I use it frequently. Did I put it back in there? Just repeating my thing. Oh, here it is. So it's called Rescue Remedy. I'm going to go back here. Anyway, it's probably backwards. Rescue Remedy is a vibrational homeopathic flower essence. A lot of people think that flower essences have scent like essential oils. They do not. Essential oils use the actual oil from the plant, which is another thing you can do. We'll talk about that in a second. But flower essences were discovered by Dr. Bach in Europe many years ago. He used them to support his patients, and he found that flowers have a vibrational frequency to them, and that if you take a flower and you put it into water, the water will take on the frequency of the flower. And then you preserve it with alcohol, some kind of brandy or so forth. People are using glycerin nowadays to have ones that don't have alcohol. But the frequency of these flowers is what you're taking, not the scent. So how do you use them? Well, let's see if I can find some place to set this down. So what I do is I spray under my tongue or on the side of my mouth on my cheek, because that's very quick absorbing. If you know anything about medicine and healthcare, if we want to get something in your system rapidly, we can get it in through your mucous membranes. Another thing is to spray your hands, rub them together, and rub your forehead, the back of your neck, your chest, and the bottoms of your feet. Your hands and your feet are places where the meridian lines end in the body. So when you're putting a different frequency, a different energy frequency on your hands and your feet or in your mouth, the frequency of these plants, the flowers, are going into your field and using subtle energies to realign your field. This particular essence, Rescue Remedy, is designed for traumatic events. So it has a mixture of several different flowers in it to help with those events. So if you have a car accident or you get bad news or an injury or some kind of, triggering event, you can use it to soothe and smooth and calm your system down and get you back to center. Must have in your first aid kit, must have in your purse or man purse, in your car, wherever. I always have Rescue Remedy with me. I'm making them actually from the flowers that you see here. These are some pink ginger. I actually just made a pink ginger essence that is just like heaven elixir of sweetness and love. But using flower essences to help you shift vibrationally, you take them every 5 minutes for 15 minutes. So if you take it and 5 minutes later you feel better, you don't need it. If in 5 minutes later you're still funky, repeat. If you do it again, another 5 minutes, repeat. And then every 15 to 30 minutes until you feel stabilized or better. Okay? So flower essences, number 3. Number 4 is nature. Getting out in nature. So you see, nature, these open spaces that are like this, instead of the congested ones filled with people and their phone frequencies and so forth, nature is the great healer harmonizer. Nature knows how to soothe, smooth, and ground you. Now, when we're in winter time, we can be internal. It's cold outside, there's snow. We tend to be more in a hibernation internal state if you're following the seasons appropriately. You've slowed down a bit and you're being more introspective, and we can spend more time indoors. The cost of that is we're not going out barefoot and grounding ourselves. Now, why does that matter? Well, imagine your house if there was no ground wire for your electricity. Wouldn't it be a good thing? What happens is it spins and spins and spins, and it can potentially short circuit, right? And maybe start a fire or so forth. So making sure that you're grounding into the earth energies, barefoot if you can, taking your shoes off at least 10 minutes a day, getting out and putting your bare feet on the land and breathing, because as you breathe, you move the energy through your system. But if you're funky and you're having a hard time, especially like if you're depressed or anxious or stressed, finding a place that has open space park, like, if you're in New York, going to the big park there. If you're in San Francisco, Golden Gate Park, or one of the open space parks near you, getting out and just walking and being around in the energy field of concentrated trees and plants will help you ground and recalibrate your energy and get you to calm and soothe your system. Okay, so nature, that's number 4. The fifth one that I use is aromatherapy. So if you haven't heard about aromatherapy, you've probably not been connected to current media. It's gotten all the hype lately. Everybody's on the like selling of aromatherapy train, and it's been on all the featured shows and so forth because it's powerful healing and vibrational medicine. So essential oils work two ways. One, the vibration of the plant that's in the oil, and two, the scent you're actually smelling stimulates the olfactory nerve in your brain and actually creates an effect depending on which plant you're taking a breath or an essential oil, intake with. And they're so medicinal. Like there's so many medicinal qualities. You can look up online and learn about essential oils. One that really has helped my nervous system is something called, oh my gosh, it's a plant, it's a tree. Oh, okay. One is rosemary. It's very soothing to the nervous system. And the other one is Atlas cedar, like Atlas, Atlas cedar. It's very earthy, very grounding. And it just makes, so if you can't get outside, get some Atlas cedar. Make sure it's organic, make sure that it's sourced well, that it's, a really high quality Atlas cedar or rosemary. And that Atlas cedar will really just calm and ground and give you that earthiness that will help you. And rosemary really helps with soothing the nervous system. Like I will literally, at the old house that we lived in on the mainland, I would have neighbors that grew rosemary out in front of their house, and I would go and rub my hands all over the plants as I walked by, and then I'd rub them together with the oil and I'd sniff my hands. Just, you can go out to your rosemary plant and get the oils off of it and take a whiff, and it will just soothe, calm your nervous system. And of course, lavender, I think everybody knows a little bit about how lavender is incredibly soothing and calming and nurturing, but Atlas cedar and rosemary are my number one uses for aromatherapy use healing wise. The final thing that I would suggest, there's many, but these are the big ones that I have in my toolkit, are crystals. The ones that have helped me the most are number one, smoky quartz. It's a quartz that's got like a smoky color to it. And actually, I just took my bath, so let me find the necklace that I was wearing. I've been wearing this particular smoky quartz with another one that is called hematite. Hematite is very grounding, very anchoring. It looks like a metal, and it really helps you ground and anchor your energy. So if you can get hematite, many of you have probably seen hematite rings on people. It's that like really metallic silver kind of tungsten steel looking metal. You can get them as rings, you can get them as bracelets, you can get them as necklaces, you can get them in all forms. I'm particularly liking these in the form of necklaces. It's all the way around my field. And this smoky quartz with hematite has been the thing that has helped me ground in my new home, because the energies here in Kauai are very high, lots of spiritual energy coming off of the land, and the flowers have been helping me tremendously, as well as the trees and the plants. However, these particular crystals have been the pivot point for me. So hematite and smoky quartz. The final one I will suggest is tourmaline. Black tourmaline is very powerful, pink and green tourmaline as well. Tourmaline the frequency of tourmaline is it's an emotional and energetic cleanser. Tourmaline takes lower frequency energies and transmutes it into higher energies. So you can have it in your home to clear energies in your home. You can also wear it to help cleanse, reinforce your emotional energy states and keep you from taking on other people's energies and emotions. So tourmaline is another really good one, as well as onyx. So using crystals can help you as well. I hope that these tools and tricks that I've shared with you are beneficial to you as much as they are to me. I hope this has been helpful. I hope you've learned something here, and maybe you've even added or be able to add something to your toolbox of things that you use to help support yourself when you're transmuting, transitioning, upgrading. I would love to hear your stories and get some feedback from you. For now, I'm going to just say aloha. Many blessings to you. May your path to wholeness, may your path to greater health, may your path to greater happiness, joy, and the life of your dreams be gentle and easy. And I hope that these tools can help empower you to take better care of yourself in the process. Aloha. Have a good evening or day, whatever it is.